regardless how you feel about the film, there's one song that's going to be playing over and over in your head when it's over. What is up, A24 fans? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're talking about Sean Baker's brand new film, and that is Red Rocket. Sean Baker is the director of The Florida Project, one of my favorite movies from that year. So is this going to live up to my high expectations? So Mikey Saber is a washed-up porn star who returns to his small Texas hometown. Not that anyone really wants him back. So basically, he's finding himself down and out in Los Angeles, and he crawls back to his home city where he finds his estranged wife and mother-in-law. Just as this dysfunctional family seems to be making things work, Mikey meets a young woman named Strawberry working the cash register of a local donut shop. So Simon Rex stars as Mikey Saber, Susanna Sun stars as Strawberry, and Brie Elrod is Lexi. Lexi is the wife that he comes home to, and even though we think they are just your average daughter living with her mother, he's the one that's, coming out of this crazy situation in Hollywood. We slowly start to learn more about her, more about why their relationship is the way that it is, the fallout there, and then where Mikey goes, and the trouble that follows him every single step of the way, and he's just that kind of person. He's the kind of person that can manipulate you with a smile, or talk his way around something, or for something, but it always serves his individual purpose. AKA, all I'm saying here is, the guy's really selfish, and he's kind of a scumbag, but that's not talking bad against the performance here. Simon Rex is incredible as Mikey Saber. I know Simon Rex from the Scary Movie franchise, a movie like Bodied on YouTube, and I think he was in the superhero movie too, so a lot of satirical type films. So I've never really looked at Simon Rex as an actor, someone who would be worthy of wielding an award at an Oscar ceremony. That's my proper critic voice. You like that? But let me tell you, he gives one of the better performances I've seen this year. Even though you don't like his character, and he plays a scumbag through and through, there's something about him. There's this charm, a way with words about him that you just can't help but to like and appreciate that. And every ounce of that comes from his performance, and every ounce of his performance comes from Sean Baker as a director. I am in love with Sean Baker as a director. I think his work is so overlooked in the grand scheme of things. And yes, he is like this indie darling, right? He continues to bring us these very art-housey films, but art-housey films with a realistic flair and always a realistic setting. You look at the Florida Project and what that was doing, and kind of the dirtier and sometimes more tragic aspects of the way that some people choose to live their lives. He kind of brings that out, but he always fills his movie with vibrant colors, incredible cinematography, so he's showcasing the lesser parts of certain towns and cities through beautiful filmmaking. Austin, that doesn't make sense. Well, no, it does, right? Because he knows how to work his way around certain things and always provides us with a visually spectacular film. Even though it's just your small Texas town, he always elevates the backgrounds and the atmosphere of the movie, and really the tone of the film often reflects his choice of locations and capturing this vibe that is so real yet so difficult to watch at times because of what Mikey is kind of going through. Again, putting all of this on his own shoulders and doing it to himself, basically. But he's surrounded by people that feed off of that, and he's surrounded by people that are doing things back to him. So you're fascinated by this journey, and you look at the relationship that he forms with this character of Strawberry. By the way, the performances here are, at least between the main ones, are really, really great. A flaw I do have with the film is outside of the actors, and some of your non-actors in here who actually do a good job. They're realistic. There are others who I don't believe are actual actors, and first of all, I love when a director chooses to do that, but it's a tough tightrope to walk because you're often trying to get the best you can out of them, and sometimes you're not able to do that. And I will say some of the performances here aren't great. Now, there's an authenticity that comes from that, but at the same time, I do wish they were better. But the ones that work, like Mikey's mother-in-law, I mean, she's hilarious, and some of them are just really, really good, so that works. But back to the relationship between he and Strawberry, it's not good. It's not good because she is younger and he's not younger. He's older. So you're watching this happen and there's this uncomfortable feeling that comes from this relationship. I mean, you look at the actress, she is not underage, but the character that she is representing, I was not comfortable with this entire thing. Granted, I look at Sean Baker's direction, and that is exactly what he's trying to evoke here. He's not trying to get his audience to accept what is happening. He's saying, no, 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 Mikey is doing this to himself, and he is basically not fully lying, but for the most part lying to this girl to get her to kind of go with him and do what he says later on in the film. Don't want to spoil things, but yeah, it's definitely uncomfortable. So I'm not going to sit back and say that aspect of the movie had me like, all right, let's see what's going to happen next, because no, I was more like, I don't like this. I don't like it. But it's not that I didn't like the filmmaking and everything that was happening within the script. All of that is really good, and Sean Baker crushes that aspect of the movie. So I believe his purpose was for us to feel that way, and it absolutely worked. It's so hard to balance the morality of some of these movies, right? Because characters, they'll do this to themselves. And somebody made this comparison on Twitter, and I can't remember the username. I'm not going to take credit for it. They said it's almost like Uncut Gems, how Howard continues to do this to himself, puts himself on this path that he just can't recover from. And that's exactly what Mikey's doing in a very different way, with a very different plot. That's exactly what's happening. It's handled in an artistic and independent way with beautiful filmmaking, and every single decision that he makes, you're just like, man, why do you keep doing that? You keep coming back to this, but that's what he's trying to do. So I have to say, I was really impressed with what Sean Baker was able to provide us here. Before I give you guys my score, I want to say, please leave a comment or thought on this film down below. Let me know, what is your favorite A24 movie? We've had some really good ones this year. And if you like this video and this review, drop your thumbs up. So Red Rocket is raw, authentic, and uncomfortable at times. Simon Rex gives one of the best performances of the year as Mikey Saber, effortlessly striking a balance of charming yet unlikable. The chaos that follows him makes for a wild series of events. Sean Baker does it again. I'm going an 83% with my score. It's just a really well-made movie. All of that with a lack of music, barring one song that I talked about at the beginning. And if you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. And that is Bye, Bye, Bye. Why did I say it like that? Bye, Bye, Bye. In Sync is a song that they use a couple of times, each time in a different way. And wow, you'll just never get that out of your brain. I will never think about that song the same way again. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you soon.